Welcome to Reread. It's time to go back to the Marvel comic books. We're on issues 83 to 85 of the old Marvel series. In 83, Queen Sarna has an old friend, Lando, to take out some revolutionaries. Now, I love this because Lando is the smart guy. He's not fooled. And he automatically assumes something's going on. Now, he was friends with the Queen before she was the Queen, and I think they were romantically involved. Of course they are. It was Lando. But automatically, when he takes on the revolutionaries, he thinks something is up. So he captures one of them, and he brings them into the interrogation room. He's like, hey, whoa, whoa, I don't think you're the bad guy. I think I need to hear both sides of this story first. But of course, they kill the prisoner before, like Lando gives him his gun to say, look, I trust you. I just want to hear your side of the story now. If you think this gun is a big deal, here, you can have it. It'll put more trust. Of course, Lando didn't load the gun. It was an empty gun. But the guards shoot and kill the guy. Now, was it on purpose? Because they said, we saw him with a gun. Lando still doesn't understand, and it turns out that they were the good guys all along. And so Lando actually gets paid to take Sarna off their hands. And he goes, well, may as well make a profit off of it. And it's great. It's classic Lando. I had forgotten about this issue, and it was a lot of fun. The next one in 84, basically, it's a Han Solo story. They kind of broke out all their adventures now. Now the whole gang is just going on random missions. But Solo wins a card game, and he gets a map to some crystals that have this like high energy. The Empire wants them, and so they're chasing the scientist, or they're chasing him to get it, and he comes across some scientists in there. It's funny because the scientist gives all this exposition of what's going on, what the crystals can do, and and why the Empire wants them. And you must save us, Captain Solo. And he goes, all right, he tells the girl, give your tongue a rest, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to save you. It's great. Great way to tell someone to shut up. Basically, he takes one of the crystals, turns it on to the highest frequency, and they escape off the planet, and the planet, I guess, explodes. I don't know. There's a cat working for the Empire. It's a cat, not a cat, it's a cat-faced alien species. And they can read minds, or they're telepathic. So I'm assuming they have some of the Force in them. They don't say that, but this cat person has telepathic abilities and is trying to stop Han, but the crystal is protecting him. I get it. Crystals can have impacts on the Force. Even though they didn't say this cat being had the Force, obviously it had to have, and it's okay. Now, it's interesting that the Empire's still around, because later on in the comic books, they'll make a mention that the Empire's gone now. Anyway, in issue 85, we go back to Lando, who runs into the real Drebble. And Lando has been under disguise during Empire and Jedi as Captain Drebble, an awful costume I've spoken about. Well, there actually is a real Drebble. It's just a fat dude with a white mohawk, and he hates Lando. So he's getting hunted down by Lando, and he's employed Bosk and IG-88, so they're in there trying to fight him down. But at the end, it turns out that Lando has to give him an accommodation for all his hard work, because under the alias of Captain Drebble, Lando did a lot of things. The Alliance heard about it and said, oh, well, I guess he was working with us. Even though we didn't know him, there's several Alliance sales, and we think we should give notoriety to these people and acknowledge them for their help, even though they weren't directly connected to the Alliance. And they thought Captain Drebble should get one of those accommodations. So at the end, Drebble gets his award. He's like, what? Captain? I'm a captain now? And Lando gives him this little statue that he got from one of his earlier adventures as his, little medal or trophy he can take home. And so Dribble's happy, and he just leaves Lando alone. It's not bad. I mean, the whole time, Han doesn't know what's going on, because he doesn't know what Chewie and Lando have been up to when he was frozen in carbonite. So again, it's an enjoyable story, classic Lando. In fact, at the very beginning, Akbar's talking about Captain Drebble, and he's like, oh, they found out about me. They found out about my alias, but then they think it's the real Drebble. And Lando is like, no. But he has to give out the reward, and it works well in the end, I guess. It's actually really good. Lando, Mary Jo Duffy, you can make fun of her all you want, because there are some silliness in her books, but in my opinion, she got Lando right. Lando is done right, and I'm very thankful for that because not many people get Lando. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.